Hi ladies, this is round 2. I've just had to let my squatter cat out. Now she's sat in the window looking at me, wanted to come back in. You can't believe it, can you? What are they like? So, I've come on. I've lost myself now because, as I say, I've just stopped and started again. I've come on to do my little video about the matchboxes that I've done in a swap for Amanda. Now, I'm posting it tomorrow to the lovely lady who lives in South-on-Sea, and I think her name is Atterley, I think. I'm awfully sorry if I've forgotten your name. So this was the first one, this I do vintage. Now you were meant to, I found out after, make your own boxes, but I think that would have been a bit beyond me. But I did in the end have to make half a box, the drawer of one of them. So it's half made and half not. So first of all, I have used pretty deep matchboxes, as you can see. I covered it in this nice paper which I got from Lincolnshire. It didn't come from a book though, it's just loose sheets of paper, and that was from Lincolnshire when I was visiting Betsy Doodle. So I covered it in that. I then picked some lace with sequins in. I don't think I've got anything more of it. And did the sides like that. I also put some little diamante dangles along there. I did a proper little handle with, this is from an earring, this little pink black droplet, and I punched a hole and did a rivet thing through it. And I dangled one of these, so you've got a little proper drawer on this one. And I just did the diamante trim. I say diamante trim, I've noticed that there's 2 missing now. I'm going to have to alter that, look, 2's dropped out, oh typical. These gems, these black gems were gifted to me from a friend who gives me quite a bit of her old jewellery. So these ended up nice up there. I think I got this from a car boot sale. I think it was like a bracelet. So I put that side. The brooch, I think that was a car boot find. Cameo lady. I've had a moustache for quite a while, her. So I pished her out because she's got a nice black background. I did some little roses along the top and put a little bit of stickles on them, just a little bit, and some tiny little gold leaves here. There is a little heart mirror at the back there, and more heart on this trailing pearl thing. Yeah, and then finish off, I put a little key at the front. And I think that's about it on this one, until we get inside. Oh, I am upset about that. I wonder if I can find any diamantes or... at least I've noticed it before I post it. So inside, I didn't paint in there naturally. Inside, I did the box, and I rubbed the edges with some gold, what do you call it? I've done it all around the top as well, you know, some Inca gold. So just to give it a bit of age. Now inside I can show you, because I won't be printing it, uploading this till after the ladies received it. I put a little bed of cushion, just spongy stuff inside. Put a couple of diamante trim around. It's black and pearl diamante trims going all the way around the box inside. And then as a little gift inside, I've made her this. It's a pendant. Now inside, it's covered in glass. Inside, on velvet, I've embroidered some little flowers. I don't know if you could see, little flowers, and then gone round them again in tiny little seed pearls. The flowers were done in silk ribbon, and also the stems. And then on top of the leaves I've put little green seed pearls, yes. And then I embedded it in here, and I didn't want it to come out. I wasn't sure what glue to use, so in the end I used glossy accent inside. So it's given it a quite nice effect actually. It's a bit watery effect, or as if it's behind resin. Something like that. Now I don't know if the lady'd like to wear it or anything. So, but what I've done is I've put a chain in and a clasp, etc. So if the lady liked to wear it, she can make it up as a necklace if she wishes, and just a little what do you call it? A little gem thing. It says love on it. So that's popping in that one. So that was box number 1. I hope she likes it. And at the back I just put some black felt just on the bottom. The next one, I went back to my love of shells. You see, I messed up the first box, the bottom part, so I had to make my own. That's why it's a little bit tighter. So on this one I painted it first in all sorts of this green, the blue type that's, you know, complements that green. I did all that around it. And then I used some of this studio modelling paste. It's nice, it's quite nice and thick, this. I don't know if you can see them actually, but I've done like little riblets. You can feel it underneath, you know, as if it's seaweed growing around it, just to give it a bit of texture. I didn't do it on the box on the sides though, but you can actually feel it and see it if it's close up to you. So I did that, and then I went back to painting, and then I went on to sprays, and I used not sprays, these inks. So I just dribbled all these over it. There's a green one, aqua, a blue one, pool, and this one was cloudy blue, slightly darker blue. So basically I just went all over and dribbled it all. While that was drying, I got out my Fimo, or polymer clay, whatever one it was, and I made some starfish. I think there's 2 on there somewhere. Starfish, should be 2, yes. There's another one, starfish. I made those. I think that's all I made for on top, starfish. Oh, and I made some seaweed or plants that grow under the water. If you see there, yeah. Oops, down, right there. So put those on after I'd painted them, and more or less all in them sprays again, and I did put a little bit of stickers on them just to sparkle them up a little bit. I think they look quite nice, sparkled up. Now for the starfish, after I painted it in brown and cream and yellowy colour, I then remembered I had this, which I've not had very long, and it's called Wow Atlantic Sea Spray. Who's it by? designed by Marion Emberson. I'm not sure where I got it from, I can't remember, but I'd seen something on YouTube most probably, and I liked the effect, looked nice. I thought, oh, I'm going to put that on my starfish, and as you can see, I did. And so I sprinkled all that on and put my heat gun on it, and it's come up lovely and with texture and just a subtle little shimmer to them. I do like that very much, that. So I then got out my shell box and found appropriate shells that I wanted. Some of them I've put a bit of stickle on. I think some of them have got a little rubbing of Inca Gold. And also I added, I picked this up sometime from Next, but I wouldn't have paid $3.99, it would have been in the sale. But it's like a sea one. So it's got all these like dried sea plants you'd find near the sea and that. So I thought, and got some nice colours in there as well, you know, and these big light leaves and that. So I got some of them out, we're breaking some of them up, and they got added along the way somewhere there. There's a nice piece there with the shell sitting on it. I can't remember where I got these are made from shell apparently, but jewellery. I think they were only from the works or somewhere like that. They have all got holes in them. I think, you know, make jewellery up. But I've put that heart one there and a heart one there, because the shell and I like the colours. Tiny little shells are planted here and there everywhere. There's such a lot to it, I'm moving out. And then I found this tiny little dolphin in a mirror shape, so I just added him there. And then to cover it all up, I had this netting, I think it was from Christmas, some fruit or something was in it, nuts. And I put a puddle of different inks on my desk, and then soaked the string in it, and it's come out all this nice colour. I think that's all I could tell you about the outside. Underside is just that's the first paper I used under it, so I've just left it like that. I picked that because it looked a bit seaweedy and that, so I've not done much to the underneath, but I have coated it in Mod Podge. So it's better if you push this one rather than pull it. Now inside, what I've done, you can see, is a merbaby, another merbaby I've made. And I'll take him out. I've covered his little bed in dried moss. I've stuck a couple of little mirrors up that look like clouds. And you can't have a teddy bear, but he's got a little playfish there, look, instead of a teddy bear. Bless him. Now I made the merbaby using that mould. It isn't a merbaby mould, it's a baby mould. And he has his legs all folded up and crunched up when you take him out this mould. So I cut off his legs, and then I made him this tail instead, out of like a turquoise colour, oh, what do you call it, turquoise colour female. Oh, polymer clay. I did have something else there, but that's gone now. Oh dear. So, and then when it was baked and everything, I then put a little bit of I don't think it was actually this one. This is very dark blue. I think it was a much lighter blue I used, but I think it's got a little bit of this silvery old silver on it, Inca Gold. And I just did a little up and down, stuck on each tiny little bead, just to finish off his little top there. I coloured his hair, I've given him blonde, he's got blondie hair. And yes, I'm very pleased with the way he's turned out. I use a little bit of proper makeup blush on his body and a bit darker on his cheeks and that, because when he comes out he's more or less that colour, so I like to give him a bit nicer browny colour, more healthy glow that is, isn't it? So that's my baby, and to accompany him I've done a little bottle with a little message inside, and I made a little heart just out of cardboard, and I embossed it or something, a little shell bead there. Excuse me. And of course the message inside will be, please, if I'm found to, love me and look after me. So that's my little baby, my baby, and that goes in that box just like that. That's why I had to make it, because it needed to be just that little bit tighter. So you know, she'll be able to open it if she just pushes it. So that's my 2 matchboxes, ladies. I hope the lady likes them, and it's going to be fun watching all the other matchboxes as well. Your mind can run riot doing these, can't it? So that's all for now, ladies. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be with you soon. And thank you for watching and putting comments down. I do appreciate it. Right, I'm going to have to drink my tea now, because otherwise I'm going to start coughing at you. You don't want that. No. All right, look. Bye for now.